Hey, welcome back to another awesome Thursday. And we're on another episode of In the Community with Dr. Matt, and we're actually at Wastewise today with Debbie.
Yep.
And Debbie wants to show you guys a little bit more about what goes on here and how she got started, and essentially how you maybe have assistance to Wastewise, or how you can help recycle some things and make them new again. So we're actually just hanging out front, and this is what happens out front, Debbie.
People drive in, they back up to our loading unloading door and ask if we'll accept items or not accept items. Big trailers will come in and back up, and yeah, it's all good.
Perfect. So maybe this is where we're getting started. Maybe you want to let people know how you got started.
Oh,
yeah.
So lucky. I got a little bit fortunate. Back in 1991, I was searching for work, and at the employment office, when you went to go and you grabbed the little tag that wasn't done online, I pulled the little tag down, came over to the old place, met the lady who had started Wastewise, and we hit it off immediately. We're still friends, we still travel together, and it just felt like a good fit right from the moment I walked in there till even 27 years later.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, eh?
Yeah, so environment's always been a love of mine, so it was perfect. It was a good fit.
Good. Yeah, and I know that's one thing you always think about, right? I see this dumpster out front of my neighbor's driveway right now, and all this stuff went in the dumpster, and I thought, 30% I think could have made it by the Wastewise.
Yeah, all those
stuff.
home reno shows when
Yeah.
they're just tossing stuff in I'm like, oh.
Makes you cringe?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. All right, so 27 years.
27.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it'll be 28 next year, April 1st.
And when did Wastewise officially start in Georgetown?
The opening day was April 1st, 1991,
Oh, wow.
and we came about because of protests against the local landfills and incinerators that they wanted to put into the area to burn garbage or bury garbage. So
Wow.
they thought there was a better solution, and our Wastewise was designed to be sort of a one-stop shop. Just right before you went to the landfill, or looking for information on where to recycle or how to recycle different items, to educate all waste generators.
Neat.
Yeah.
And basically now we only have I guess it worked out well because you only have the one transfer station, right?
One transfer station, unless you want to make the drive to Milton, down
Yeah.
to the Halton Region's landfill site.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Did they actually have plans for more?
No,
dumps?
they were trying. They want to keep it at the same size, so they've introduced other programs so that they don't
Right.
have to expand the landfill.
Good.
But way back when, they wanted to turn the third line out where the Limehouse quarry is into a
Right.
landfill, and
Oh.
lots of incinerator proposals in the Hornby-Milton area.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. So they
you
fought and they
solution
won.
to a problem?
No,
Awesome.
there's no problems, only solutions.
Solution. That's great. That's great. Good. I love that turnaround.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a little tour inside?
Sure.
And I think the important thing is there's some signs out here. Please bring items during open hours only. And how does it work? If someone shows up here with a load, they can back the truck up.
Back the truck up, we'll take a look. Sometimes, like this time of the year, you may find that we're a bit fuller, so furniture may be an issue, but we can always take things that are metal, paper, textiles, so clothing, clothing, knick-knack, shoes, boots, belts, all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so people show up here, and then why don't we take a little walk inside,
Sure.
and we'll see exactly where everything goes. Because, you have to show up during hours first. So what's the hours like?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 till 5.
Yep.
Thursday, 9 till 8, and Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5.
Neat. Okay. So let's take a walk in. I know there's a big scale over here. You want to show us
Yeah.
the scale where things happen?
So a couple things I should mention. Items come in and then we weigh them. The region, we have a little bit of a subsidy from the region, from Halton Region, and they give us half of the tipping fee.
Okay.
So that's why we weigh everything, and it gives us an opportunity to look at items, make sure it's not actual garbage. We don't want to take broken dishes or broken furniture.
Of course.
We do generate garbage, and we just try to separate a little bit the good from the bad. We'll do what we can.
Good. So if it's garbage, you can't burn it.
Right.
Yeah. Good. Good. All right. So walk over here. They got the big scale. And is this dog the in-house dog?
That's Charlotte. She's
Yeah.
my pup. She comes back and forth with me. Yeah.
Awesome. I saw her talking to some people over there.
People love her. She's
Good.
a really good dog.
Good.
So we take in items, and then we also do a little bit of recyclable items. So we have corrugated cardboard, which then Tony right here will bale.
Neat.
And
Hey, Tony.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Dr. Matt.
Dr.
Pleasure.
Matt?
Yeah, Matt Bradbury.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we're just doing a little live here.
Yep.
And checking things out, and glad you could be on. Did you want to say hi to everybody, Tony?
Yeah. Hi.
Great.
I'm Tony. I'm from Wastewise.
Beautiful. So you're one of the volunteers, right?
No, I work here.
You work here, awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Work here 5 days a week.
Awesome. We were just explaining about the intake process.
Items come in, we weigh them, and then we put them away, or mostly volunteers. So we have great staff, but mostly we rely on a lot of volunteer help. We have a core of about 20. They look after all the clothing, all the books, a lot of the putting away of the reusable items.
A lot of sorting.
A lot of sorting.
Yeah, you help with the sorting, I'm guessing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good, good. I'm glad you're a part of the program.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, where are we headed now, Debbie?
Well, we won't go too far in. I'm not sure what you can see down there. Sports aisle. You can see that we're really full right now. So, of course, anybody that's looking to volunteer or has students maybe wanting to complete 40 hours of
that's a good
community service, like for high school, then they're certainly welcome to come in here and we can sign off their sheets and help them like that. You can see we do e-waste. So this stack of TVs bundled up is ready to go.
Okay.
So we take in all electronics, including printers.
Which has become a bigger and bigger problem, I'm sure.
Bigger and bigger problem. Some of those TVs are huge. The Sony Trinitrons are heavy.
Is that the one with the tube on it too?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, we know those.
Yeah. So then items, when they come in,
Yep.
they go over here to this really full table, and then we have people help us put them away. So we do try to have sections to assist the customers to when they're shopping.
Yep.
And then if you take a look at the books and the clothes, you'll see it's really well sorted.
Neat. Which is
Wonderful
probably,
volunteers.
50% of the struggle to keep it sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so overwhelming. 27 years, lots of people know about us.
Yeah.
Right? So it's usually pretty busy and steady.
Good. So what's the, actually, just thinking about it, I'm sure you know this, what's the coolest find someone's made in here?
There's been a bunch, so for everybody it's a little different. There was a set of fountain pens one time that were worth about $400.
Wow.
We did have that torpedo bottle, so it was pre-Confederation, and it's shaped like a torpedo, and the glass is really thick. It was a pale blue color, and we put that in a silent auction. It sold for like $1,500.
Oh, wow.
So we've had some really good art pieces sell for close to $1,000.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So what's the torpedo bottle exactly? Is it an actual from pre-war Confederation?
Pre-Confederation. It's made before 1867. It's thick.
It was artillery?
No, it's for pop. Sorry, it's for
okay,
beverage. It's but it's shaped. They call them torpedo bottles, and they're because of their shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
but they
know
were
that.
so thick. I mean, you'd have two gulps of soda in them, and that would be it.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't stand. They had to lie because they were round.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, neat.
Yeah,
Never
so it
knew.
was a good
Things
find.
like
It was dug up in Milton somewhere,
Yeah.
and a gentleman from Acton donated it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what else is going on.
Yeah.
So we got the electronics here, recyclables. I'm sure people have some good finds there. Is there is there working? Like, is that what you're looking for basically when they drop it off? Working
Not
computers?
so much with appliances, because most of the time we can recycle them if they don't work. Obviously, if they do work, then we can sell them for reuse. That's our biggest thing. Like, let's talk about reuse. So, you know, the 3 R's is a hierarchy, right? So reduce, reuse, recycle. It's in that order for a reason.
Okay.
Lots of people don't.
No, I
think
didn't
about
know
it.
that either.
Yeah, so you reduce first, then you reuse, then you recycle. Because recycling is still a drain, right, on energy and our carbon
system.
footprint with travel. And so the best thing to do, like just with the whole plastic bag movement, don't have one.
Okay.
Don't take one from the store, but if you have one, then you can reuse it. And when worst comes to worst, then you try to recycle it, like the handle's busted.
So that's the easiest, probably the easiest thing for anybody watching is something they can do right off the bat for reducing is quit using grocery store bags.
Right. So so two things we advocate, well, three maybe. No straws, no plastic bags, and in Wastewise we've banned single serve beverage containers.
Okay.
Anything from the local coffee shops. Or if you have a beverage in a reusable container, no problem. I don't care what you have in it.
Okay.
Just as long as it's in a reusable container.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. So that's some of the ways you can actually help at home too. and make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People say, but they can be recycled. Again, that's the last option, right?
Yeah.
If you can just use none to begin with, that's the best way to go.
Okay. I know I was watching a video there on Facebook that popped up the other day about, I don't know where it was, in the tropics or something, and there was a huge mass on top of the water of everything gathered.
Yes.
Right?
So there is sections in different parts of the world, oceans, where plastic has just congregated.
Yeah.
And it never goes away, right? So if we clean it out, we still have to find the best way to get rid of Tupperware. If you take a walk over, like Tupperware, and things like the dollar store were always a bit of an issue because people were buying little plastic gigas and toys and stuff like that. And then what do we do with it? We never get rid of it.
And it becomes
an issue. It becomes more landfill.
Okay, all right. Let's see, what were you mentioning over there? We were going to go see.
We can show you. So we generate revenue that way.
Right.
Here we have a silent auction, and this is where some of the bigger, better finds you will come across. And we generate more funds through this type of sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone's trying to help out, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you?
Best thing to do is come on in, talk to me or who's ever at the cash register, and we're happy to discuss what your interests are, where you would like to be, what your timing's like, your schedule. We don't require big commitments. You can try it out and try different sections and see where you fit best, and we're happy to work with you.
Yeah,
we'll take anything.
Okay, cool. As long as you're nice and polite.
Right.
Yeah, and you get along, play nicely in Sandbox.
You have to like people. So that's one of the best things in here is we meet people from all walks of life, all different types of people. And that's been the biggest thing over the years that's really kept me interested in, in teaching people about recycling and stuff like that.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
So then we also price items just to recognize a bit more revenue from the sale of our used goods.
Okay.
Books over there are priced in the clothing area.
So does everything have a price, or some things are priced?
So not everything has a price. We actually will weigh things on the scale at $1 a pound. Right. We try to always price bigger items like furniture, and obviously we don't go by a pound for lifting weights, those types of weights. We have a set price for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you're looking for any weights, I'm sure you guys get things too, right?
Yeah, come, I'll show you the book section.
Cool.
There'll be some
and lots of books. So if you're looking for extra books for the kids at home or whatever it may be, and you got, I'm sure, a lot of adult reads too. We're walking through here. Lots of stuff. So you'll see the book section. They've been working on revamping a little bit, but we do have music, audio, tapes, as well as kids books, adult books, science books. Neat.
Yeah, fiction, non-fiction. Wow. The library actually donates to us, so we have library books that we sell a little bit cheaper. So we work with a lot of organizations in town.
And make sure things get reused.
So we work with the Upper Credit Humane Society thrift store and the actual center.
Neat.
We work with the fire department, we work with the senior center and different daycares and churches throughout town.
Good.
Yeah. And
so you have known a lot of people over the years.
Yeah. And so we've been giving money away each year. I think it's important that people know that when they're shopping here and they're buying items, when we have excess revenue, we donate a lot of it. So we donate money to $1,000 to each of the high schools.
Oh, wow.
And then they can give it to a student or students who are pursuing environmental studies, so as a scholarship fund.
I like that.
We just gave $1,000 to Conservation Halton for some restoration work they're doing. So sustainability issues are big with us too, right?
Good. I love
preserving our nature and our habitat.
Yeah. Good. Is there anywhere else you want to show us, or anything else you want to add before we finish off?
If you want to just see the clothing section.
Yeah, let's walk over there.
That's
Absolutely.
One that,
you can find some good finds.
Yeah, well, it's another one the volunteers really look after, and so they're it's good for them to be recognized a lot.
Neat. Boots, shoes, everything.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, just the organization of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know the bread basket was saying that's part of the thing too. And freshness dates.
Freshness dates would be big.
I can imagine for you guys,
Yep.
Yeah. And so what happens does it basically stay here until it goes?
So we do the best we can to find recyclers. So we have recyclers for scrap metal, recyclers for e-waste, and recyclers for clothing. And so we do our best. Obviously, we do generate garbage too. Glass isn't always the easiest to recycle, or ceramics, so we do have to throw it out. Plastics again, not like your plastic water bottles, but your Tupperware and your that kind of plastic. When it wears out, unfortunately, it's garbage. So we do generate garbage too, but
Okay.
we do our best not to have that happen.
Good. Cool. Well, thanks so much for sharing your passion.
Oh, thank you for coming in. It was great.
Is there anything you want to add? Like, is there anything you want really people to know about? Because we went through a lot of really important points, but is there anything on your mind before we sign off?
Just do the best you can. Make one small change, and that will go so far. Go so far. Like no plastic bags. Make that a rule.
Good. No plastic bags.
No
Make that a
plastic
rule.
bags.
And if we all did that, it'd be a much better place.
It would certainly go a long way.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you guys soon. And we're going to be we'll upload this on the YouTube as well. And have a great Thursday.
Great. Thanks,
Yeah.
you too.
Bye for now.
Bye.